Hi guys, thank you, Sim, for joining me today. We both want to come on and share a little bit about how we've come to start working together. We are in the process of creating something very, very new and exciting around mind, body, and spirit. We're both absolute passionate about the work that we do, advocates for natural health. And I'm going to give a little bit of backstory to me and where I'm coming from, and then I'll hand over to Sim so that you can share, Sim, with your story. We'll keep it really brief, but I've been in the fitness and the health industry for the last 35 years as a yoga teacher, fitness instructor, personal trainer, and then the last sort of 30 years it's been mostly Pilates and yoga. But I've also been involved in conscious communication and heart circles and shadow work and inner work and all of those things, heart circles and running retreats all over the world. And over those decades, I have learned slowly by going backwards and forwards, in and out, of how I can really walk my walk rather than just talk my talk. And it's been a long journey, a long process. And along the way, I've had many people asking me if I will sell products for them. And many of you will know I had my own CBD oil company, Earth Medicine, which unfortunately ended about 18 months ago when the Netherlands would no longer send their amazing CBD oil over to me. There were all sorts of restrictions in the UK, also the magic wand. So I've done various things over the years. And for the last 18 months, I've been waiting for something to come along. Now, about a year ago, just over a year ago, I was introduced to a product that was great for inflammation, and really, really powerful antioxidant for the body with free radicals. And I really, really believed in that product. And I got into the company for a short while, but the timing wasn't right for me. There was a lot of other things going on and I dropped out. And then my dear client, Sim, started talking to me the other day about a product, and it's basically essentially the natural version of this slimming injection, that this weight loss injection that so many people around the world are taking. And as she started talking about it, I just thought, this is incredible. What an incredible product that the world is needing now, because there are so many fake versions and other versions of this product that what Sim's going to share with you towards the end of this little short presentation is why we're so excited about it, because the whole idea and the whole ethos of this company is about activating what already resides within. And it's what I'm all about. It's what my work's been all about. It's what my Pilates has been all about. It's how I live my life. It's activating what is already inherently natural within each of us so that we can live a healthy, sacred, real, authentic, raw, natural, healthy, full of life force energy that is our inherent God-given gift from God. It's like it's within us. And this is where Sim and I resonate at the same frequency. Sim, before I say any more, let me just pass over to you so that you can just give a little introduction to you, what you do, and how excited you are about this product, which happens to be the company that I was with a year ago. And I believed in it then, but it wasn't the right time. And now we have this new product, as well as the collagen and the other stuff that is incredible. I'm going to hand over to you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Liz. Shakti. I'm used to
Shakti
calling you
Liz.
Liz. Shakti Liz.
That's how long you've been a client for.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'll just give you a little brief rundown. It's never quick, right? Because we've been in this a long time. But my sort of health journey, complementary health journey started 25 years ago. Um, Actually, I was talking to somebody today. I knew that I was going to work in the holistic world when I was about 11 years of age, because I would touch people just to go and do like a little bit of that on their shoulders, and they would all say to me, "You have got the touch," and I never forgot that. And I never knew at that time what it really meant or what the capacity was going to be. Fast forward, I decided to do a degree in health sciences, and I majored in therapeutic bodyworks at university. Before that, I actually trained in reflexology, and that's where sort of the the where it ignited my passion to work with the body and people. And I just needed to understand more about the body, and which is why I went and did a degree. And I built my practice with reflexology and various massage techniques. And then I became unwell after having my second child, well, my first child, and then through to the second child, where I was eventually diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And despite all the things that I knew, I just didn't know, I just felt overwhelmed with how I could help myself. But I knew that the medical system wasn't going to help me, so I took control. And one of the things, I had to give up my bodywork practice, but I still call myself a body worker because I still work with the body. But what I did was I changed my nutrition. I changed lots of things, but I changed my nutrition. And the nutrition was the final piece of the puzzle that allowed me to get my life back and live a life of being pain-free, migraine-free, full of energy, and just I became so passionate. I just thought everybody needs to know that they can live a healthy, thriving life. Like there is a way to access it. And so, as Shakti will know, I have pretty much become obsessed with learning about metabolic health. And so, my focus has been on encouraging people to harness their bodies, as you said, their body's natural ability to create balance, to create energy. And again, when I heard about the company that is all about activation, I thought this is going to change people's lives. I have spent a decade working with metabolic health, and I have fought and fought what feels like an ongoing battle of trying to encourage people to make lifestyle changes and nutritional changes, which is very hard in the environment we are living in because we are full of temptation, addiction, food addiction, emotional problems, and everything else. So when this fell on my lap, and again, I had actually been with this company many, many years ago, but it wasn't the right time for me then, although I believed in the products. When this came about, I just thought, this is going to change people's lives beyond imagination. So in a way, everything that you do with mind and body, and I do with the body and the mind, and you do with the spirit and the soul, this is going to accelerate people's lives tenfold.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I have to
I
say.
have no, I have, thank you, Sim, and I have no doubt about that. And I think what we've both said is there is a product here that is so incredible. It doesn't just do weight loss. I think, and we're not going to talk about that in this little webinar. We're going to save that for an actual webinar that we're
Yeah.
going to be offering. It does a lot more than weight loss. However, the current thing, we're just focusing on this one today, is weight loss. And what we're seeing more and more are these horrendous side effects of this weight loss injection. And so
Synthetic.
it's synthetic.
Yeah,
It
it's
actually
important to,
stops the body's ability to
yeah,
to do this naturally, so that when people come off it, there's all sorts of horrors going on, which again, we will invite you into a webinar to have a listen to all the things we've got to say about this. But we wanted to just put across that what we want to create here is a community where Sim's knowledge of the body and food intolerances and carbs and fats and all the rest of the things that you do, and my passion for, obviously we all know that I teach and I have a high experience in teaching yoga and Pilates, but also weight training and the emotional side, those three or four aspects of ourselves, who we are as we move forwards in this crazy world that's going through this massive awakening. We want to create and build a community of like minds who actually want to be accountable, want to be part of a community, who want to improve their health, not just physical health, the whole health. You can't just lose weight if you're not supporting all of those other aspects. And this is the whole connection between the mind, the body, the spirit, and the emotional body. It's all of it. We are currently doing an amazing Power of Eight with Amanda, and it's about intention setting. I'm about to start a new heart circle, which is about sharing the emotions. And what we're doing with this new venture that Sim and I are starting out in is there are in particular four they're not even supplements, are they, Sim? They're not even supplements. They are activators. They
They
are
are
activators,
they're
including
actually,
collagen, which is phenomenal.
yeah,
And this is what these four products that we don't want to just sell them. We want to bring the community in to try these, because the results that are getting from the testimonials is unbelievable. And we will be sharing more of that for people who want amazing collagen, a collagen like no other does. I remember when I was in this company a year ago, it wasn't even available in the UK. And in fact, this weight loss one isn't even available till the end of April 2025. So we're recording this, I think, mid-April. We still have a couple of weeks to go until this product is even released in the UK.
yeah, yeah.
Sim?
Yeah, so I think so. Just to pick up on the supplement, the difference between supplements and what we do. So the company we work with is what they call an activation company. So what it is called, and this is not an easy word for me to say, but I'm going to try it. Genomics. So it is all about using nutrition to affect our genes to activate what our body is naturally given or capable is the word, because our body is so unbelievably capable if we give it the opportunity. And what this does is activate our body's natural ability to thrive. And every product that is produced is clinically tested, it's scientifically proven, and that's why I feel as passionate about it, because it's not just an off-the-shelf cheapie. It is scientifically proven. And just with all of the products across the board, they are phenomenal. The collagen is not just a simple collagen, it is very mind-blowing what it can do. But yeah, I mean, we can go on and on about it, but it's really important to understand that supplements, they are like a filler. If there is a crack in a wall and you would just fill it in, that is what a supplement does. If you are low in vitamin D, you take vitamin D, but you're not getting natural. It's not natural, right? It's not from the sun. You can't bottle the sun, unfortunately. So that is what supplements do. They just fill in a hole of a missing piece, whereas we are actually activating our body's natural, God-given ability to thrive, which is
Yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah, it is. If you can feel Sim and I's passion, we are very passionate about this.
No.
I've just introduced into my Pilates sessions some weight training. I see going forwards, we have to gather these different modalities together. So what we're doing, Sim and I, is we are building a community for those who want to have support, who want to be involved in activating what is natural within. And that is diet. That is what we're not supplementing. That's what we're activating through what we're putting into our body to support with free radicals, massive support for collagen, massive support for appetite control that's natural because it's activating our own body's ability to do that. And then also with inflammation and free radicals. So
Yeah,
they're
and
the key, and
mitochondria,
mitochondria,
mitochondria, which
key
is key for
key,
energy.
key, key. And I've interviewed several people, including Katrin, I think, about mitochondria. It is the word if you want to look at health and anti-aging and all of that. So if you would like to come and join a new Facebook group that Sim and I are creating, please get in touch. We're going to be sharing a lot more, and we're also going to come up very, very soon in the next 24 hours. We're going to have a date for a webinar. And Sim, if you do get to listen to this video prior to my birthday, which is May the 7th, Sim is actually having, for those of you in Hertfordshire, Sim has a presentation of this at her home, but we're also going to be doing one online in the next few weeks. So we are extremely excited to be building this community. And it's pouring with rain out there. What's going on with the weather?
No, same. We're down the
Give me
road.
sunshine. And finally, I think the main thing for Sim and I is that we do walk the
Yeah.
walk. I'm 64 in a couple of weeks on May the 7th when you're having
I know,
your
didn't
session at
plan
your
it.
house. And my body is feeling stronger and fitter than ever. I seem to be able to eat whatever I like. I've got my diet right. I'm never hungry. My body's feeling strong and healthy. And that's why I think both of us were like, out of every company there is out there, neither of us knew that we were both involved in this company. And when Sim was telling me about this incredible thing, and she was talking about the natural way to activate this weight loss instead of having injections, I just thought, wow, I was part of an amazing company a year ago. The time wasn't right. The person that was working with me was the other side of the world, so it was difficult to connect. And it just so happened that when she mentioned the name of the company, I was like, that is an amazing company I already know. And so we're really, really excited to move this forward. So if you want to know more, or if you'd like to come along to our webinar, get in touch and we'll send you the details. And thanks for listening. And there'll be lots more coming from us. Bye
Yep.
for now. Thanks for coming and thanks for joining us.
Bye.
See you. Bye bye.